Matt, you were really dejected, shell-shocked kind of after last week's game. How do you feel right now?
Different. Definitely different. And I think it's great the way we bounced back, especially this week. I think Coach Kiffin mentioned a little bit just about how we practiced and how we were able to shut out all the noise and all the distractions, from what people were saying. And proud of how our guys played today. On defense, they played lights out. Didn't allow a touchdown. And on offense, I thought our offensive line and the running game was on fire. So it was a good way to bounce back from last week.
Silas, the offense ran the ball really well today. Can you talk a little bit about the line and the running backs?
Oh, well, I think they had their best week of practice. Those guys came out firing, and we really hit them in the mouth from the first snap, and we didn't try to let our foot off the pedal.
TJ, similar on defense with 7 sacks as a team, your interception. Did that start in practice after the Stanford loss? How you guys came together?
I think it started right after the game, after the Stanford game. We just had a mad team. After that, we just didn't let up. We didn't stray apart as a team. We stayed together, even though people were trying to pull us apart. And we stayed together and just practiced real hard this week, making sure that we never have to feel that feeling again. And the only way we can do that is by practicing like we practiced last week.
Everybody's kind of talked about that, about staying together. Or defensively, how did you guys do that? What was key there?
We just had to keep on just listen to our coaches, just take what they're telling us. We got great coaches. They don't put us in position to make plays. This all comes down to execution. As long as we have the confidence knowing that we're going to execute, and not just execute violently and play mad, just like we played this week, and making sure we get to the quarterback. If they do catch the ball, keep it in front of us and come up and tackle. Don't give up the big play. And that was just that was just the theme of this game.
Matt, are you happy with the passing game? And can you talk about your own performance today? How would you evaluate?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not looking out every week to try to get stats or to get a flashy game, and I'm happy with how the offense performed. To a certain extent, I think we left a lot of points on the board in the first half, just in terms of some of those drives, especially that first drive in the red zone, and the touchdown that got called back. So just little things here and there. We were moving the ball today, which I was happy with. I think we were a lot better on third downs. If defenses are going to stay back, play cover 2 shell, and force us to run, then we got to do it, and that's what we did today. And it ended up this week.
Matt, how often did they blitz today?
It didn't seem like a whole lot, not nearly as much as last week. They had a couple times when they were, we call it radar, where they're all moving around trying to confuse you, but then they just played a cover 2 shell. So it didn't seem like too much.
Were you surprised, given how much success Stanford had doing that? They didn't try to do the same thing?
I think they were trying to protect against the pass, and that was kind of evident.
Coach, Kiffin has said that this bye week comes at a good time because he senses you guys are kind of tired after camp and after this run of road games. How do you guys see it in terms of this bye week?
I wouldn't say we're tired. I would say it does come at a good time, but I wouldn't categorize our team as being tired or run down or anything like that. You could see, at the locker room, at the game, guys are finishing plays. There's energy out there, even at practice. Guys are having a good time, and so I think it's good. Whether that's for injuries or for just getting more timing down with each other, comes at a good time.
Silas, I know this is your first year here, but what was Kip like this week?
He was enthusiastic, energetic, and we fed off that as a unit, offensively and defensively. And that's all you ask for from your coaches to be energetic and be excited, and we fed off each other, and it came with the results of that.
He was taking some bullets this week too, right? That wasn't just people your team, right?
Yeah, everybody was, but we can't let the outside distractions get us down. We bounced back this week, and I couldn't be more happy.
Is this kind of what you envision the running game being like between you and Curtis?
Absolutely, and shout out to the O-line and shout out to Curtis for being a great teammate and allowing me to be his running mate. It says a lot to him. It says a lot about him being his character, and he's a good man.
Matt, have you gotten over the disappointment of last week? Does one win do it, or is it?
24 hours does it. Yeah, I think I said that on Tuesday. You take 24 hours on wins and losses. I'll take this, enjoy it for 24 hours. Watch the film on Sunday, when everyone's together, and then we have Monday off, but by Monday you're coming in, doing rehab, whatever, and watching film, and you're already on to the next one.
What happened on the end zone fade to Robert in the first quarter? He got picked off.
I would say miscommunication, but not much to say about it. It was a interception.
Matt, how much of a difference does it make to you and the offense to have Khalid back out there?
I think you can just tell with his energy and his tempo how much he adds to the offensive line, and not to mention his leadership and seniority out there making calls. But I think just his the momentum that he gives our offensive line, whether it's running up to the huddle or running up to the line of scrimmage, getting guys in the huddle, he has that presence that you like to see out of the center.
Matt, you talked about how this win wasn't as flashy. Is this a recipe that this team could be comfortable with going forward?
If you're leaving points on the board, I don't think it's a recipe that you want. I don't think we're trying to win a certain way. I think we're trying to score as many points as possible. So hopefully we don't repeat the way we won today.
Matt, do you feel that this win after last week's loss is similar to how you felt following the Arizona State loss last year, and then you got a win? Can you make a comparison between how you're feeling between those two situations?
I don't remember how I felt for that game. That was too long ago.
One more. Silas, you've had the stingers in the left shoulder, and it looked like you were carrying the ball in your right arm today. Was that a conscious decision that was made, like to switch to?
Just my dominant hand.
It is okay.
Yeah, just trying to make plays.
Thank you, guys.